Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the 7th chapter from our science book, which is Weather, Climate and Adaptation of Animals to Climate. Now look at the picture. Between these two pictures, which one is describing the weather? This one or this one? So, this one is the weather and this one is the climate. And now, why I am telling so? Let us find out. Weather is the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, etc. And this is called the weather at that place. And the temperature, humidity, rainfall, snowfall, wind speed, etc. are called the elements of the weather. So these things, they are the elements of the weather. Alright, so here it is mentioned the weather at a place changes every day. Now again look at this picture. Okay, it is raining in that particular place, but it can change the next day, right? So weather at a place changes every day, isn't? Sometimes it is more warm, more humid, more cloudy or more windy. Sometimes it is less warm, less humid, less cloudy or less windy. It may rain for an hour in the morning, then it will become sunny and clear right after that. And the weather changes every single day. It can be sunny at a time, then it can be windy, it can even be cloudy and it can be rainy at a time. So that means weather can change very frequently. In simple word, we can say the weather is all around us, all the time. It is an important part of our lives and one that we cannot control. Of course, we cannot control the weather. In fact, the weather often controls how and where we live, what we do, what we wear and what we eat. Of course, everything will depend upon the weather. So it may be warm in the afternoon and chilly at night. So weather can change many times even in a single day, isn't? Sometimes it is raining, sometimes it can be warm, sometimes it can be chilly at night. So it changes very frequently around us. So there are some weather factors. They are wind, precipitation, temperature and cloud cover. So wind, this is the tool measures the wind speed. Okay, and it is called an anemometer. This is called an anemometer. Then there is a precipitation. So rain, snow, sleet and hail are all the forms of precipitations. Temperature is how warm or cold it is outside and we can measure it with the help of a thermometer. Next is cloud cover. There are many types of clouds that form in different conditions. So all of these things, they actually control the weather of a particular place. Next is the meteorology. Meteorological department of government collects data on temperature, humidity, wind, etc. and makes the weather prediction. So that is why we can get to know that when it will rain or when storm may come, etc. can be predicted by the meteorological department. So meteorology is the interdisciplinary scientific study of the atmosphere. And a meteorologist is a person who studies the weather. So with the help of those meteorologists, we can predict the weather. Weather experts use computer technology and data from Earth stations and satellites to predict the weather. a weather report of 7 days, and it will look like this. So we can understand that the temperature is changing every single day. That means the weather is also changing every day. Now these are the elements. So first of all, there is temperature. Temperature is a measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Maximum temperature of the day occurs in the afternoon as the earth gets heated by the sun. At night, as the sun rays do not fall at that place, it cools down, thereby bringing down the temperature. And minimum temperature occurs early in the morning. So maximum temperature at the afternoon and minimum temperature will be early in the morning. Special thermometers are called maximum and minimum thermometers. So they use to measure the temperature of that particular day. Next one is the rain. The greater the humidity, more are the chance of rain. Rainfall is measured by an instrument called the rain gauge. Rain gauge is basically a measuring cylinder with a funnel on top to collect the rainwater. This is the rain gauge instrument. Next one is the precipitation and the wind. Precipitation is any product of the condensation of atmospheric water vapor that falls under gravity. That means precipitation can be rain, can be snow, can be hail, alright, can be sleet. So any form of the condensed atmospheric water vapor is known as the precipitation. Is the humidity. What is humidity? Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. As water evaporates, it changes from liquid to gas, from liquid water to water vapor. That amount of water vapor in the air is the humidity. So the total amount of water vapor present in the air is known as the humidity. As more water evaporates and turns to water vapor, the humidity will also increase with that. Alright, so humidity is the concentration of water vapor present in the air. The maximum temperature of the day occurs generally in the afternoon, while the minimum temperature occurs early in the morning. So what did we just learn today? The day-to-day condition of atmosphere at a place with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed is called the weather of that place. Alright, so and these all things, they are the elements we have learned about it. Now there is a table in your textbook. You can write the maximum temperature, minimum humidity and maximum humidity as well as the rainfall according to the date. Alright, so what do you mean by the maximum humidity? You already know about the maximum temperature, minimum temperature. So what do you mean by minimum or maximum humidity? Maximum humidity means the air cannot be able to hold any more water vapor. Alright, that means the maximum humidity. Now, what is climate? Climate is often spoken about at the same time as weather, but it is something quite different than the weather. The climate is the common average weather condition at a particular place over a long period of time. For example, more than 30 years. There is day-to-day condition, and climate can be measured by observing a certain place's weather about 30 years or so. Alright, climate of a place is defined as the average weather condition at a particular place over a long period of time, about 25 years or more. Climate varies from place to place. If the temperature of a place is hot for most of the days and if there is more rainfall, then we say that the climate of the place is hot and wet, like in Kerala. Okay, there we can observe the most of the days that is hot and there is also more rainfall. That is why we call that the place is hot and wet. Alright, so that is Kerala's climate. And if the temperature at a place is hot for most of the days and if there is less rainfall, then we say that the climate of the place is hot and dry because of there is no rainfall or less rainfall, but that place is hot enough. So that's why we call that place's climate hot and dry kind of climate, like the climate in Rajasthan. So what are the factors that affect the climate? Earth's tilt, water cycle, Earth's rotation around sun, volcanic eruption, and also the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. So all of these things, they affect the climate. Climate is weather measured over a long period of time. So weather is clothes for the day and climate is the clothes in a closet. Suppose people who live in mountain region can find the warm clothes in their closet. That means the climate over there is cold, right? And now try to think about why there is a difference in sunrise and sunset timing each day. And what is the role of sun in changing climate and the weather? We will discuss about this topic next day. Okay, so thank you students. All you have to do is read what is the weather, what do you mean by climate. Okay, next day we will discuss about these topics in detail.